India and Malaysia relations. Malaysia is another important Asian neighbor for India. India now has enhanced the relationship with Malaysia. Let us see the details. India and Malaysia have enjoyed excellent relations since long time, and our Prime Minister's visit in 2015 to Malaysia has only further strengthened this relation. Both the countries have enjoyed a close cultural and religious affinity. There is a presence of a large Indian community in Malaysia, which is a positive factor in fostering and developing current and future linkages, and it will induce greater dynamism to the friendly relations between Malaysia and India. Both the countries are working for promoting multiculturalism, and the two leaders reaffirmed their commitment to democracy, pluralism, and development. Both the countries recognize each other's responsibility in the promotion of peace, development, and security of the region. And it will be based on a convergence of political, socio-economic interests and aspirations. Now let us see the highlights of the India's Prime Minister and the signing of one agreement on cultural exchange program. This cultural exchange program was for 2015 to 2020. And both the countries signed two memoranda of understanding on cooperation in project delivery and monitoring and cooperation on cyber security. Now, following could be highlighted as important areas where India and Malaysia have made a headway and entered into agreements. This is the latest development. As regards political situation, both the countries agreed to arrange regular exchanges at the cabinet level between the ministers in charge of trade and industry, transport, public works and infrastructure, and that will be in line with the new development initiatives that are introduced by India. And there will be regular and enhanced exchange of visits between parliamentarians from India and Malaysia. In the economic and trade financial areas, both the countries reaffirmed their commitment to further strengthen bilateral trade and investment cooperation and deepen and widen their economic engagements with each other. They will promote joint collaboration, especially in infrastructure, construction sectors, and to facilitate joint projects and collaboration between the private sectors of the two countries. This is in line with the new developmental and business initiatives undertaken by India, such as Make in India, Digital India, Smart Cities, Skill Development, and they have offered significant investment opportunities for Malaysian businesses as well. Now, Indian Railways Construction Company, that is IRCON, has contributed considerably over the past 2 decades on railway cooperation in Malaysia, and this will further carry out many projects in future as well. The Indian investment in Malaysia, in particular India IT firms, especially those located in Cyberraja in Malaysia, will continue to promote a greater engagement of Indian IT companies in Malaysia. Now, there have been important cooperation in the defense and security area as well. Both the countries have agreed to enhance defense exchanges through regular dialogue at various levels. Both the countries welcome the outcome of the joint exercises Harimavu Shakti band to upgrade the exercises to company level and subsequently to tri-services exercises. Both the countries have agreed to set up SU-30 Forum of Cooperation, that is in training, maintenance, technical support and safety related issues. There has been assistance by India for successful completion of the training program by Indian pilots in Malaysia. Further, it has been agreed to promote a joint collaboration on projects of mutual interest in the defense sector, and it includes the areas of defense equipment and industry, research, training and capacity building. Both the countries also have agreed to establish mechanism for sharing information. It includes the humanitarian assistance and disaster relief and white shipping. Further, there has been agreement for establishing linkages between the Center for UN Peacekeeping of India and the Malaysian Peacekeeping Center. There is an ongoing cooperation between the two countries on counter-terrorism, and they have agreed to further enhance cooperation in this direction. There is agreement to continue sharing of information and best practices, and it will address the challenges posed by terrorism and other traditional and non-traditional threats. Further, there has been an agreement to conclude signing of Memorandum of Understanding on transfer of sentenced prisoners, and this is supposed to act as an important humanitarian gesture towards the prisoners that have been sentenced. Tourism and education has been another important area of cooperation between India and Malaysia. It is acknowledged that the success of the Festival of India in Malaysia 2015, and which was supported by Malaysian Ministry of Culture and Tourism and the Indian Ministry of Culture and Indian High Commission, and it was held for the first time in all the major cities and states of Malaysia. India and Malaysia have reaffirmed their desire to promote greater opportunities for students to pursue their higher studies in each other's country, and both the countries agreed to conclude Memorandum of Understanding on mutual recognition of universities and degrees between India and Malaysia. Human resources and another area, and both the countries welcome the contribution of Indian workers to the Malaysian economy, and it will further enhance a mutually beneficial cooperation between the two countries in the field of labor. In the area of health sector, to promote a greater cooperation between the two countries in Ayurveda and other Indian systems of traditional medicine, Malaysia welcomed the deputation of an Ayurveda practitioners and two therapists from India, that is under the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program. In the area of science and technology, there has been a sustainable energy development that has been a key component towards achieving energy security in the future for both Malaysia and India. They have agreed to increase renewable energy sources so as to strengthen the energy security. Both the sides have agreed to set up a joint working group on new and renewable energy. Public administration is another area of cooperation, and both the sides are working for fostering cooperation in, for example, in English language training, technical vocational education and training, e-governance and training institute collaborations, retirement benefits management, taxation data and business intelligence, and project implementation and oversight. Regional and international cooperation has been one of the major areas of agreement between the two countries. Malaysia took a note of India's aspiration for permanent membership of the United Nations Security Council